As a kid, did you ever like play in the mirror and stuff?
You could say that I occasionally did, but mostly I would just like stare at myself and get very deeply confused.
Like, why would you be confused though?
Because I'm like, fuck, this is me. Like, when you're young, you're like, and you look in the mirror, it's more intense because you're kind of like, not only are you growing way faster, you're just kind of like trying to like understand, like trying to get a grasp of your basic human ego, honestly. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like when babies like see themselves in the mirror for the first time and they're kind of like, what? What's that? Is that me? And they like recognize themselves, you know.
I feel like if I was a baby, I'd be a dumb baby, and I wouldn't even realize it was me.
Yeah, like when I was a kid though, I would sometimes like lock myself up in the bathroom and like put on music and like just do all these weird poses and make all these funny faces and like learned like my angles at a very young age, you know, like just doing all that silly stuff like in the mirror. And I think it would be so annoying because like I would forget that like other people in my family had to use the bathroom, and I would just be like doing all this fun stuff. And I think one time I was even trying to like get on top of the mirror, like, you know, when you're in the mirror and a kid you can only really see like your upper body. I was like, I want to see my full self. So I like climbed up on the sink, and then after that I was trying to see myself, but as I pushed up I broke it, and I broke the mirror, and the like it was like a cabinet mirror that was attached to the wall, and it broke and it just like slid down and cracked, and I like jumped off. And my mom was like, what were you doing? And I was like, I'm so sorry. And I think another time too, I was trying to do something similar. So I was like, okay, I won't latch onto the mirror, I'll hold onto the shower rack, like onto the shower pole thing. And then after that, when I did that, I pulled it and it broke too. So I broke two things in the bathroom by playing in the mirror.
You were wild as hell.
Yeah, it was really wild. What are some things you did though in the mirror?
The mirror? Well, now that I think about it, I don't have a lot of stories in front of the mirror, but being in the bathroom and generally kind of using that space, I can imagine when I was almost slightly older than a child, I just started going to the bathroom for super long periods of time, and sometimes I'd usually be reading a Yu-Gi-Oh magazine. I had one copy that I had bought at a store for imported magazines from the United States, and they had Shonen Jump, the Manga Chronicle,
Oh wow.
and they also had a Beckett Collector's Guide to Yu-Gi-Oh, and I would just read that on the toilet, and eventually when I got to a certain age, my parents just thought that I was spending so long in the bathroom because I was like masturbating, but it couldn't be farther from the truth. I was really felt like, as a single child, the bathroom is like the only place I could be by myself fully.
Yeah, it's like your parents aren't gonna like come in your room or anything or something like that, but then like they come in the bathroom, but then you like also have the bathroom to yourself, so it's like a weird thing, you know, like it's like the thing everyone's sharing, but still it's like when you're in there, it's like it's my moment.
I hear you completely, and I feel like that's what the bathroom has over the room, over anything, the politics of a home is that with a bathroom, you have that me time factor. I mean, they didn't write that. What did they write that book? Something like I don't know. I just remember this children's book about like me time and elephants and like, I don't know. But that's it, you have the me time when you're in the bathroom, and like when you're in your room, and it's just sometimes it's less private because I don't know. It's just the bathroom trumps all.
No, completely. I just feel like sometimes I think about myself as a kid and like imagining myself like as a kid, but then like my older self in the reflection with them, how confusing that would be. Because I feel like I just had no idea what I'd look like right now.
Right.
Like that would be pretty messed up. Become like so like attached to the reflection that we're seeing maybe at 6, and that's who I am at 6, and then somewhere out of nowhere you're like 21 and you're like, okay, this is me now too. Like it's kind of funny how it's like you don't really notice your progression. It kind of just like hits you in life when you're like looking in the mirror.